Hi, welcome to It's Only Food. My name is Chef John Politte. I've been a dining director and executive chef here at Edgewood Senior Living in Blaine, Minnesota. I've got a show called It's Only Food. I've got the reason I call it It's Only Food for many reasons, which I'll get into at some later time. Right now, we're going to talk about what we're going to do today. I have got some chicken breast with bacon, and we're going to make a marinade here. It's kind of an oriental marinade with some teriyaki and soy sauce and brown sugar and green onions. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the chicken strips that I've got here, tenderloins, and we're going to wrap them up with the bacon. And after they've been marinating in there, we're going to wrap it up with bacon, and we're going to fry it on the grill, and then we're going to serve it on a side of oriental coleslaw. All right. My favorite quote about recipes in the kitchen, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, is, in the theater of the kitchen, the recipe is the script, which is subject to change and rewrites as many times as needed. Basically what that means is that you're in the way recipes are. Now I know a lot of the beginners and stuff out there, you've got to follow the way things are, because it's a certain language and a certain rhythm to how you cook and learning and all the basics and all that. But once you've got to get past that intermediate stage and you can start doing a little bit different cuts on your vegetables and things like that, and you know the different flavor profiles and seasonings and spices and what goes with what, you can start getting a little better, and that takes time, and it's all at the rate of how fast you want to learn too. But back to recipes, that's your guideline. That shows you how much to add, how long to cook, how long to how to cut it. So it's a very important step, is the recipes. So we'll start out with the marinade. I've got, let's get that product placement out of there. Whoops, you didn't see that. Okay, a little bit messy. I got my sanitized bucket over here. I forgot. Sanitized, I have washed my hands. I have wiped everything down. As we talked about this last time, first thing you do when you get into the kitchen, wash your hands. First thing you do when you get into the kitchen is wash your hands. The first thing you do when you enter the kitchen to cook is you wash your hands. Can't stress that enough. And we'll have a show on proper hand washing too. We're going to have all kinds of fun on It's Only Food. I have got olive oil. I have got soy sauce. Brown sugar. Whoa, brown sugar. A little bit of honey. This might take a while, huh? Green onions, scallions that I've chopped up. Fresh cilantro. Some more brown sugar in there. Oh, I got a trash can right there. There we go. Fresh chopped garlic. A little oil in there and the fresh chopped garlic too. Onion salt. Fresh ginger that has been crushed and pounded. Love that smell. More onions. This isn't onion salt, this is garlic powder. Lots of garlic in this dish, but boy, has it got some flavor. Got the honey in there. And just set this out of the way. And if you can remember from our last show, what I just did here with this whole setup, that was called our mise en place. Our mise en place. We had everything we needed already through the magic of television. Through the magic of TV, I've taken those chicken tenderloins and I have put them in the large amount of marinade that I have right here. All that chicken's been marinating for a long time, so I got that out through the magic of television. I've got my bacon too here, so this is where the magic happens. I'm going to get the bacon out of the way here and start cutting up these little strips here first. What I want to do, I'm going to use this bacon as a measuring stick. Okay, I got the chicken there. I want it about as wide as the bacon there. So I'm going to roll it up. So I want to cut it about, well, let's put it that way. Yeah, there you go. About like that, about like that. Notice I've got gloves on, right? Now you can cut all the chicken first and then cut all the bacon, but I've got the bacon cold right now and it's easier to work with and cut when it's cold. So I'm just going to wrap these up and put them on the tray. Hard to do when you got gloves on. And just set them on the tray and we'll get it ready to go. And we will go over to the grill here at Edgewood Senior Living in their kitchen. I'd like to thank them while I have the time right now too for letting me do this show in here. It's a great place to be, great place to work. And I'd also like to thank North Metro TV for allowing me to do a show, because they train me how to use the camera and how to set up shop and all this other stuff that technically I didn't have a clue about. I really appreciate their effort. Eric Houston's a great guy. If you want to do a show, give him a call over at North Metro TV in Blaine, Minnesota. It's in the internet. The new phone book is called the internet. Now we sanitized. We got our mise en place. We've been doing everything we wanted to do from the last show. See, when this bacon gets warm, it's really hard to manage, so bear with me. We'll get this up. I know you're all salivating at home, ready to eat, and I'm just putzing around with this chicken. So we're actually doing these. We did these at the Blaine Food Fest in June. They were a big hit. I'm going to speed it up, go into chef mode here. All the action happens. Oh, there's another broom too, so you never, even though I've been doing this 35 years, I still got to sweep the floor. All right, we're back. We got a grill. We got chicken. All right, I got my gloves on. I got my mise en place again. It's not just food. I got a spatula, and I got my oil, everything I need. I'm gonna oil the grill, put everything down there. I'm gonna take the spat, put all that oil everywhere, make sure nothing's gonna stick, and I'm putting the food on. Boom, boom. Sure you with plastic gloves you're not burning your hands, because all right, that's cooking. I'm gonna get rid of my gloves and my dirty pan that I had the raw chicken on, and I'm gonna get a clean pan so I can transfer the cooked product onto the clean pan, thus not cross-contaminating. You're gonna learn a lot here on It's Only Food. I wonder how many of you have made chicken on the grill at home on the barbecue, and you've had this or a pair of tongs, and you put it on the grill with this, and then you put the cooked food on a plate with the dirty tongs or the dirty spatula. You need to change those tongs. The minute you take the food off the plate, put it on the grill, get rid of them. Take them upstairs, cook them in the kitchen, get yourself a nice clean pair. You can go to the dollar store or a hardware store and you can get yourself a lot of utensils. They don't cost a lot of money, but it sure beats being in the hospital with your guts coming out. So not be so blatant on that one. All right, flipping it over, got the bacon cooking on there, and it looks burnt, but that's not burnt, that's just caramelizing, which is all the sugar is browning, and it makes the flavor. Okay. Oop. I've got the chicken here now. We've got it all cooked on a pan. It's all caramelized and good. We've got the cooked chicken. It came to it's not bleeding, bloody. The big one might be a little problem. I'm going to put that over here. These little small ones all came to about 165, 170 degrees. That bacon is cooked. That marinated chicken is just smelling so good. So what I've got here is I got a little bit of a Chinese slaw. I'm just going to put it down on this plate here. I know this is a plate we used last week with the chicken too. It's Only Food has a small limited budget, so we only have one plate. So someday we will have another plate. But that's up for a different show. I'm just going to set it in the inside there. Get all that out of there. And then we're going to put the chicken, we're going to put it right in there. Right in there on top. That can be an hors d'oeuvre, it can be a meal, it can be a snack, it can be whatever you want, because you know why? Because it's only food. But this is what we made today. This is what I hope you make at home too. We got bacon wrapped marinated chicken over an Asian slaw, and it just smells fantastic. We did bacon wrapped chicken tenders in a oriental marinade, and we used our mise en place. Again, we learned it last week, but we used it this time. We didn't cross-contaminate because we used gloves and we wiped down our area and we washed our hands. And when we took the food off the grill, we put it on a clean pan from the pan we used when we put it on when it was raw. So we've learned some things here today. I hope to keep teaching everybody things. If you don't know, or if you do know, that's great, but it never hurts to reiterate this data, because you can't be in the kitchen and doing things wrong, because you will hurt people and you will make them sick. I'd like to thank the people at Edgewood Senior Living for allowing me to cook and use the facilities here. I am the chef and the executive dining director, and I do appreciate them letting me do this. I appreciate the help and support from North Metro TV for allowing us to use the camera, and the training they gave me with some classes. If you want a show, call Eric over at North Metro TV. It's in the Google. Have a cooking show too if you want, or anything. If you want to do a show, call Eric over at North Metro TV. You can Google that, North Metro TV in Blaine, Minnesota. He will hook you up with when the classes are, and he's a great guy. He's a great guy to teach this whole TV show business and the camera work and angles and shots, and I learned a whole lot, and I am really grateful for that. I'd also like to thank you at home for watching and supporting this. Next week we will try to do a show on knife skills, julienne, mince, dice, bias cut. We'll do a whole lot. You'll learn a lot. We'll also cook something. I haven't figured out what we're going to do yet, but we will be cooking something, probably with the stuff that we cut up. So again, I appreciate it. We're on channel 14 in Blaine, Ham Lake area of Minnesota, and we are also on YouTube. So check us out. Go to YouTube and hit It's Only Food or John Politte, and you will come right to this show. I hope you watch it and get lots of views, and share it with your friends on Facebook or Twitter. It's been great. It's Only Food. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Well, let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen. Yeah. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. it up. Hey yo, I never been so paid that I could forget. All I could remember is the po days. Not a damn thing in that stove days. Turbulent home days. Sometimes I used to burn with my homies. I'm still hiding them pearls and dropping them gems. Hatred, I took it out on the world. All I got in me is my balls and my honesty. Visions of the dynasty crumbling right before I come up in daydreams often. Night times wondering how I can stand proud and not succumb to this. I know perfection, thus what a blunder is. You do dirt, you might end up under it. So I took heed to the guttering, did what I would've did had I not had no love for them. And the outcome, I'm still struggling. These rappers don't listen, but let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, but let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and